So here we are, the 15th of August. It is Taxi Vlog 318. Gotta get this thing set up properly here. And there we go. That should be ready to see what's happening. Where am I in the grand scheme of things? Third in zone. Oh, you know what? I should have made this thing key text height there. Now it's easier to read. My eyes are not what they used to be. Okay. So I'm third in the zone. We're off to mirrors wrong. That's better. Okay, now I can see out the back. Ah, handbrake. Ah, there we go. Yeah, fucking seatbelt beeper. Too many safety features on this fucking car. The doors don't unlock until you put it in park, which can be a little bit tricky, especially when you're dropping off or picking up in traffic and you're downtown and you want to make a quick getaway, but in order to unlock the doors you gotta put it in park, but then you want to make a quick getaway, then you gotta shift it after the customers are in. Minor inconveniences. I preferred the older cars that were simpler and arguably more dangerous, but I don't know how much more dangerous they were. Because only once did someone open up the back door too soon and get their foot run over. Drunks. Well, Monday I came out, and Monday was relaxed. It wasn't exactly busy, but it wasn't quite dead either, and I got a chance to make a few bucks for myself in an unhurried, leisurely manner. Took home over $100 for myself, which was fine for a Monday. Couldn't complain. It was acceptable and respectable. Tuesday I came out, was a little slower than Monday. In fact, it was kind of like pulling teeth for much of the night. There was one time where I sat for a couple hours and then it picked up again, and I got to the point where, oh well, it's got to happen now or never. And sure enough, at 5 in the morning I got a 5:15 time call that went out to the airport for $60 or so. So that was really lovely. And then Wednesday night was a little busier still. Not by a heaping hell of a lot, but a little busier than Tuesday. It was the same kind of thing where I was watching some videos and keeping caught up with my YouTube, which I've been doing lately. And that's been going good. I've been watching all of your videos instead of reading. I've been on the same book for almost 2 weeks now. The Tears of the Sun, about 1/3 of the way through. Good read, but when there's other stuff going on like YouTube, well, maybe I don't read quite so much. There. The camera's moving around a little bit. I didn't have it wedged in very tightly. So, yeah, that night was good. And I came out to work on Thursday, which was last night. And last night I was doing some reading rather than watching videos. I just didn't bother to look at the phone. I just read my book, and at one point I went to sleep for a couple hours and then woke up around 3:30. I had a call and I took that call to where it was going. Then I came back into the parking lot to read my book some more, and I'm being sent on a trip already. Oh yeah. Okay. Might as well go do it. Oh, it's due at 6:45. That can be a good thing. So that's due in 9 minutes. 3316. Oh, yes. I believe I remember where that house is. So, it was a more or less enjoyable night. I was doing pretty good for myself. And just after 4, I got sent to an address. And, well, that trip went to the airport. Nice. Just after 4 o'clock, I got back into town about 4:45. Got back into the parking lot where I was sitting before. I think I read 2 pages and got another call. 5:15 time call. And they were heading to Toronto to catch a plane that was going to Fort Lauderdale so that they could work on a cruise ship. But they are the people who redo the floors in the medical center, or I guess you could call it the sick bay, in a line of cruise ships. They have to redo the floor once every 3 years or so. So they get these vacations where they can go on a week-long cruise, and all they have to do is redo the floor of the medical clinic in the on a cruise ship. I told them how I don't like cruise ships. How it wasn't for me, and I was more or less affirmed, where they said, yeah, you either love cruising or you hate it. And I'm one of those who, based on one experience, hates it. So I am unlikely to go on another cruise ever again in my entire life, so long as I live. But that was nice. I ended up having a really good Thursday night. And now we're halfway through the... Oh, you're... Nebraska plate. You're lost, buddy. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen a Nebraska plate since the last time I was in Nebraska, which is, I think, 3 years ago. We passed through Nebraska on the way back from Nashville. Yeah, that's right. So I guess I'll get back to you later on this evening, or actually in the morning hours, and let you know how tonight went. I got my entire lease paid for the week already, so everything that I make tonight will go directly into my pocket, except for what I burn in fuel, somewhere between $15 and $20 worth. Okay, talk to you sooner. Well, it's Saturday morning, about 20 after 5. It's cloudy, so it looks kind of dark. It looks like it wants to rain. It's almost dripping. So anyway, as the night went on, I had just as many calls as I normally do on a Friday. But as far as Fridays go, this one was a real dragger, because I only had about, well, I had more fares than I normally do. And for most of the night, my longest fare was about $13. And I had some really disgusting drunks a couple of times, and it just wasn't making money as fast as I would have liked. I had the same problem last Friday, and then of course I had an airporter in the morning. Right now I am going back to town from the airport because I had an airporter this morning too. But as far as the night goes, I was sent long distances to get people and then they wouldn't go all that far. And I had a couple of them that weren't there when I showed up, or they just didn't answer their phone and didn't come out, or whatever. Like I said, it wasn't a triumphant Friday. It was a dragger. It took... I'm just glad it's almost over now. I've got like 38 minutes till the end of my shift. And I don't know if I'm gonna bother washing the car, because it's looking like it's dripping a little bit, and what's the point of washing the car when it's raining? In here, I guess I'll shake out the mats and park it after maybe I'll read a tiny little bit, or try to get an internet signal. I was hooked up to the Shaw network, but it wasn't bringing YouTube in. I was using my Android phone here to do that, and I was watching YouTube for the last couple of weeks on that thing at work, and it was working fine until a couple hours ago when I pulled into the parking lot and I wanted to finish watching a video that I started watching last night, but I couldn't, because it said that something happened and the network was down, it said. So anyway, I'm kind of weary. I'm kind of had enough. I had enough before this run to the airport. I really don't like Fridays. I would prefer working Sunday through Thursday and have a much smaller lease on the Sunday than I do on the Friday, so I don't have to work as hard to make the same money for myself. Yes, I'm a lazy slob, but that's just how it is. So one of these years, you know, as I get closer to retirement, I'm going to try and rig that so that I won't have to work the busy nights, and I won't have to work the nights where the loud kids are out drinking and being stupid. And, you know, just do residential business and pick up a class of clientele that's easier to deal with. Anyways, I don't think anything's going to happen from now on, so I hope you're